Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of In Depth with Academia, where we dive deep into the academic papers making waves and dissect them for curious minds like yours. I'm Richard Price, and today, do we have an exciting one for you. It's called From Ontology to Anthropotechnics, Humanism, Media and Domestication of Being, written by Lucas Fortunato alongside Alex Galino and Fagner Torres de França. Now, the core question this paper asks, get ready, is about redefining what it means to be human in the face of rapidly advancing technology and philosophy. It's huge, right? It questions our very essence, diving into how concepts like anthropotechnics and being human are evolving at the intersection of technology, culture, and media. What a thought-provoking subject. Why is this significant, you might ask? Well, technology isn't just changing our tools or toys, it's fundamentally altering the ways our societies function and really our own self-understanding. And let's be real, who isn't a bit curious or maybe even a little anxious about where this tech revolution is taking us, right? To unravel these complex questions, the paper embarks on a journey through time with German philosophers Martin Heidegger and Peter Sloterdijk. Heidegger is all about the being part, while Sloterdijk jumps into the notion of anthropotechnics, this idea that human beings, in essence, can be viewed as products shaped by various techniques and technologies. Tricky, huh? But it's also fascinating. Sloterdijk basically asks, how did we come to be, and more importantly, where are we headed? So, the paper explores this interplay between being and technology and questions how we domesticate or train ourselves culturally and biologically. In other words, it's poking at what it takes to sculpt a creature called man under modern lenses. Mind-blowing, don't you think? The authors don't stop there, though. This journey takes us through a machine history of humanity and considers whether, and here's a big one, could the very essence of humanity be simply reprogrammed through modern technology? A future where genetic engineering isn't sci-fi but regular news? Whoa, that seems like a page out of a dystopian novel, huh? Now, the paper isn't saying, hey, this is the future, or this must happen. Instead, it's a prompt to think it through. You know, it's bringing up these conversations crucial for understanding the trajectory we're on and highlighting the importance of maintaining ethics and deep reflection in light of human advancement. What's super interesting too is how the paper introduces the idea of moral codes, historically being a way to control or guide human behavior, like moral GPS, and speculates how today our moral codes are influenced just as much by algorithms and media, kind of like the new sheriff in town, and these influences are dynamically shaping our societal norms. Okay, let's pause. There's a lot to chew on here. Can my coffee really be working as a navigator through this philosophical jungle? Haha. But honestly, when you think about it, how often are we not influenced by the media? Isn't every scroll through Instagram or binge on Netflix also a lesson in what humanity should look like today? The impact of this paper is it really makes you consider whether we're aware, or perhaps blindsided, by how these new moral codes and societal structures are being silently coded and decoded through media. It's like living in a matrix, conscious of how we intertwine with technology every waking moment. All in all, this sounds like a paper that doesn't shy away from challenging us, from kindling the spark of deep, thoughtful engagement with our existence. And just think, as you're pondering these weighty concepts, that flutter of uncertainty is exactly what academia seeks to evoke. Not truth, but a rich tapestry for exploration. Enticing, right? Now, as we conclude today's exploration, remember, I'm just here to present these ideas. Immerse yourself in those thoughts, question them, even argue with them mentally. This paper, like much academia, is an exchange, a shared journey through astonishment, concern, or affirmation, where you are invited to bring in your experiences and intuition. What comes next is really up to you. Thanks for sticking with me in depth with academia, in this odyssey, through complex ideas. Until next time, keep wondering, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep exploring.